Have you ever planned a surprise trip for your partner? A special getaway, just the two of you, to reconnect and escape from everyday life? That's exactly what I had in mind. A romantic trip for Alpay and me. After a year of traveling the world with our 3 kids, we needed time just for us. But things didn't go as planned. At all. I had planned a surprise, a weekend away, just for the 2 of us. Flights were booked, accommodation arranged, and even a little surprise. A concert of a duo we met all the way in Australia. It was supposed to be the perfect getaway. Martin, my brother, wanted to take care of Laila, Emmett and Malik, and he was even looking forward to some silly games, without parents around. But, unfortunately, this weekend Alpay is quite busy and stressed, not just because of work, but because he's going to be able to pick up our new car on Monday. And that stresses him out a little bit because he has to go to Bavaria, all the way to Bavaria, which takes around, I don't know, like 7 or 8 hours to get there. So he wasn't really up for a trip. And that's why I actually asked my brother, Martin, who's hiding behind me now. Always up for an adventure. Always ready to turn things around. Instead of a couple's escape, it became a sibling adventure. And little did we know... Oh, did we already tell you where we are heading to? One more time. We're getting ready for our adventure. We are leaving for the Green Island. What do you expect?
Tasty dinner, a Guinness.
Okay, some beer.
And a really nice concert.
Some music. Yeah. Are you worried of something?
No.
No? I'm worried about the rain. And maybe, just slightly, a little bit, driving on the left side.
I'm not worried because my big sister is with me.
Yeah, I'm driving, so I have the responsibility. Ireland had surprises waiting for us.
Stars in the moon in the nighttime sky, and by your side.
Located in the North Atlantic, just west of Great Britain, Ireland is home to nearly 5 million people. Its rich history, vibrant culture and friendly locals make it a bucket list destination for many travelers. Noch nicht. Hi there.
Hi.
So, we landed and we are now in, where are we?
Dublin, Ireland.
Yes, we are on the Green Island in Ireland. And yeah, we just got a car. So 20 years ago was the last time I drove on the left side. Now I did it again. And it worked out so far. But we now parked the car in like a parking lot and checked into our hotel. And now we are pretty much at the center of
Dublin.
Dublin, yeah, on our way to find something to eat. What should we eat here? What's Dublin known for? Fish and chips?
I don't know.
No, I know, like Irish stew. Should we get some Irish stew? What do you think about burgers? Is burgers something typical? Well, like Irish.
I think in a city like Dublin, it's also burger, sushi, and something else.
So we'll find something for sure. Come along. Dublin, Ireland's capital, is a city that blends history with modern energy. That's at least what we had read. So not long ago, I walked the streets of China together with a family. Today, I'm walking the streets of Dublin together with my brother Martin. And also family, exactly, yeah. Of course, I compare here and there. And my first impression, to be honest, like I visited Dublin for the first time 24 years ago. Yeah. Right now, I compare it to whatever I experienced this year. And my first impression was like, it's stinks a little bit. Like, the smell is not really that nice. It's not as clean. But you see all those typical stone-walled old houses. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's known for its literary legends, lively pubs and welcoming atmosphere.
Überall Doppelsteckerbusse.
Schön Ikea.
Stimmt das dran? Ja. Tatsache.
Temple Bar is the heart of Dublin's nightlife. With its cobblestone streets, live music and historic pubs, it's a must-visit spot. They say Temple Bar is a tourist spot, so don't expect cheap restaurants or bars here. Sieht gar nicht schlecht aus, wollen wir mal gucken? We had dinner at Boxty's, and honestly, the food was incredible. If you want to drink Guinness beer, don't go to Boxty though, because they don't serve it. Never have been and never will be, the waiter said. Habt ihr das gesehen? Er hat was von meinem Teller genommen. Er klaut mir das Essen.
Du hast gesagt, ich soll probieren. Wow, oh, lecker.
Das ist geil, ne?
Oh.
Achtung, da kommt die Schärfe im Nachhinein.
Ich sehe nichts, deswegen.
Yes, Dublin welcomed us with open arms.
Boah, hast du das oben mal gesehen? Ist ja verrückt. Das sieht ja wohl cool aus.
And then, suddenly, rain started.
Da hinten wieder zurückgehen und dann
So.
aufnehmen. Was?
It's raining. But we just had the best meal, didn't we?
Oh, definitely, definitely. The best Irish meal I've ever had. So, my second time in Ireland, but...
Oh, so Merchants Arch. We have live music 7 days a week. Over there. So here we didn't go into any bar or pub because we thought the next day we'd get some live music anyways. Instead, we decided to walk into one of those souvenir stores to get the kids something.
Mal gucken hier.
It had gotten very chilly outside, so that was also a good way to warm up again. A plushie toy for Emmet because he has just those green eyes as the little lamb, some earrings for Lila, and rugby ball for Malik. The rain didn't want to stop and the temperatures dropped even more, so we decided to head back to the hotel. Here we are coming close to the Millennium Bridge, a popular crossing point and one of the several pedestrian bridges, alongside the more famous Halfpenny Bridge. Okay. Oh. I think it wasn't as bad earlier, but right now the rain is one thing, but the wind is really ice cold. So that's Dublin at night. And it's already 11 p.m. What did you say? What's this bridge called?
Halfpenny Bridge.
Oh, that's Halfpenny Bridge.
Because you had to sell a halfpenny to...
Cross the bridge?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I think it was one of the first bridges here in Dublin across the Liffey.
Okay. So we didn't have to pay anything.
No.
But we also did cross that across the colorful one. And now I wish I had some rain boots with me. So, you want to take a break over here? You want to sit with the ladies?
Some Irish ladies.
They don't mind the cold. They are just sitting here, chatting a little bit. 11 p.m. Well, I'm not Irish. I feel like I need to get into the warm, dry hotel. So, let's head back, huh?
Oh yeah.
We had a great dinner.
Definitely.
We got some souvenirs for the kids.
Yeah, and we had at the dinner, we had a great entertainer
Yes.
named Mike.
Right. We had a wonderful host called Mike and very Irish.
Absolutely.
But obviously he already traveled half the world from what he said. He had a lot of stories. But I was a bit too shy to record him. Yeah, I think that's something I can work on to just ask people whether they are fine to get recorded or just do it. You know, I don't do this usually. So I think now I wish I would have done it so that you could have experienced him yourself. What?
Obama and...
Okay. Irish humor. So,
Obama, Sinead O'Connor.
okay, who else do we have here? Oh, I know this one. I just don't know the name.
Yeah.
Brosnan? Pierce Brosnan?
So, music, good food, and all kinds of famous people. But Dublin also surprised us in ways we didn't expect. The number of homeless people living in tents throughout the city was shocking, to be honest. It was a stark contrast to the lovely nightlife just steps away, and that in this kind of weather.
Let's say goodnight. We're heading in, get some good rest.
Yes.
Then we'll be out to explore more of Dublin and Ireland tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
The next morning, the wind still seemed to be relentless. And then we heard the news. The storm that hit during the night was the worst storm Ireland has seen, ever. But the sun was shining, so we decided to go out to find something for breakfast.
Good morning
Good morning.
from Dublin. We chose the best time
Windy
to
side
visit.
of Dublin.
Exactly. They say Dublin is very vibrant city and energetic. Well, it's windy for sure. But to be honest, we didn't expect it to be that bad because now everyone is saying that everything is closed today. Why? Well, because it's supposed to be the heaviest storm Ireland has ever seen. Well, at least it came through last night, and it's supposed to be really bad all day long. So, which is why, yeah, they closed all schools, all museums, or other like public houses and sites. Which is sad because we wanted to show you a few things. So there is no Guinness storehouse to be visited today. There is no epic immigration museum to be visited today. Yeah, and let me just turn around for a little bit so you can see that there is already some trash here on the ground and some debris from the trees. Over there, can you see it behind me? but it's not too bad, I think. And well, at least it's sunny right now.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any breakfast at the hotel. We could have, but we decided not to. Yeah, we wanted to get breakfast here in Dublin, like a typical Irish breakfast, and not just go to a hotel where they offer mostly the same stuff. The hotel was good that we stayed at.
A little noisy.
The
The walls
walls are thinner, I would say, more on the thin side. Anyways, so now we are walking to the direction of where we already went last night, to Temple Bar, but a bit further actually, because I had picked out a certain cafe that I wanted to visit, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be open today, because also the lady at the reception when we just checked out said, well, it could be closed. Everything seems to be closed today, but we'll see. Martin?
Even supermarkets are closed.
Yeah, even supermarkets are closed. They had sent out warnings that your life might be in danger because of the storm, but right now it actually looks like the worst is already over. People are jogging around, so yeah, I think we should be fine. And it's good to actually get some sun that we didn't have for a while back in Hamburg. So yeah, if you need some sun and a storm, come to Ireland. Okay, so there's a big puddle over here. Let's go this way, maybe. You actually get some bananas already. Where did you have to go to get those?
There was a clinic right across the street of our hotel. We're just crossing McDonald's. It's also closed.
Even McDonald's is closed.
But here's a spa.
Oh, there's a spa here. Ooh. Okay, so if we can't find anything over there, there's at least a grocery store open. Small one, but should be enough.
and a pharmacy. We just crossed a couple of minutes ago a pharmacy. It was open too. But
And then we found this. Do you have any clue what this could be? I had to look it up. And now I can tell you, this is The Portal, a unique art installation, 24/7 real-time visual window that bridges Dublin and cities thousands of kilometers away. Like here, I think there are people in Poland waving right now. Isn't this crazy?
Okay, now it is windy. Now it really is windy. Sometimes you get like a very strong breeze and you don't expect it. Okay. Actually, right when we got out of the hotel, we saw a man, I think it was a homeless man though, just, Martin is taking some pictures, so, but we are right on the middle of the road, so let me just cross first. Anyways, so when we got out of the hotel, there was a man, and he had just fallen down. It looked like because of the storm, I'm not sure though. Could have been due to other conditions, I don't know. Okay, you got your photos?
yes.
All right, then breakfast time. Oh, by the way, this is the Cliffs of Moher. That's where I really want to go tomorrow. That's why I'm wearing like a yellow jacket, because I just thought, well, that's in my head, in my imaginary picture of Ireland, people wear yellow jackets. Even if they don't do it here, I do it. Because if we have the same luck we have today with some sun, and we might be able to see the cliffs tomorrow, I think it would be great, you know, with a color contrast. Yeah. It is windy. It's really windy. It is. So I think they're really just tourists walking around, just like we are. And everyone is kind of like looking where to get inside. Empty streets of Dublin.
Nothing's gonna stress me out. Oh, at least for now. Oh, oh, full of life and without care. Oh, to love the little things, the ones that we can't seem to see, 'cause everyone around us has gone blind. Oh, we're not sure why.
Alrighty. So I think it's almost 12, noontime. We got us some breakfast and we're still walking through Dublin. We didn't fly away yet, even though there are some heavy good
Wind changes.
changes of wind here and there. At some point you feel like there is no wind at all, and like right now it's very windy. Yeah, but we just stopped at Bread 41.
To be a kid again. Oh,
Over here. And got us some snacks for our car drive that's coming up in a little bit. We are passing Trinity College on the left side. And right now we are here in front of the Trinity City Hotel. And the sun is shining, but we also already experienced some rain and hail. So yeah, just like the wind, the weather is changing all the time. But we are filled up now and just walking back to the car, right?
Yes.
And then what are we going to do?
We are going to on a road. On a car drive to.
I guess you have to tune in next Sunday again to find out where we are heading to next.
But what's your impression of Dublin? Even though we couldn't visit any like museums or couldn't really go anywhere inside.
I really like the architecture.
Oh, the architecture. Architecture.
Architecture. No, I can't say it. I've been here 2 years ago, also in the wintertime in December, and it was quite rainy, but not that windy like this. And now it's a really sunny side of Dublin. Yeah, it's really empty. The streets are really empty. The first buses are driving now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it said that there will be no buses, no trains going today. And then at some point we saw some signs that they should start running again around 11 a.m. and now it's 12. So I think they started at 12 o'clock again because before we couldn't see any.
Yeah.
But because most of the buses, or all of them, are like double-decker buses. So I just saw one going around the corner and it looked like it's gonna flip over to the side. So it looks kind of scary, to be honest. Yeah, but there are some. Let me just switch to the other camera. Come on. Over here. As you can see. So buses are going again. Look both ways. We do. And there are the next ones coming. Oh, even though some of them are still saying, sorry, not in service.
We hope you liked our little adventure in Ireland. Dublin welcomed us with open arms and a stormy embrace. It was supposed to be a romantic getaway, but turned into an unexpected sibling road trip. And the best? It was just the beginning of a real adventure. If you enjoy a travel story like this one, give the video a like. Share it with someone who might be interested in visiting Ireland. and subscribe. So we'll see us here next Sunday again on our travel journal.